Welcome to RevTen Radio's special week-long presentation of the O Antiphons. Tonight you'll hear the antiphon of the day spoken and sung by the great Lucy Yates and Mattia Venni. Liz and Steve Kramp will then read selections from their poetry. You'll hear Liz first with Heal Most Basic Wound, and then Steve will read Caput Mortuum. The Carnegie Mellon Philharmonic will perform Homeward, an original work by the Grammy-nominated American composer Richard Danielpour, who composed this piece specifically for Revolution of Tenderness. Tonight's program will conclude with Love in My Heart, a song written and performed by Will Stenberg. The O Antiphons on RevTen Radio.
O dayspring, brightness of the light everlasting, and sun of righteousness, come and enlighten them that sit in darkness and the shadow of death.
O sorgente, splendore di luce eterna e sole di giustizia, vieni ed illumina chi è nelle tenebre e nell'ombra della morte.
Splendor lucis aeterne et soli justitiae veni et illumina sedentes in tenebris et umbra mortis.
Magnificat anima mea Dominum, et exultavit spiritus meus in Deo salutari meo, quia respexit humilitate mancille sue, ecenim ex hoc beatam medicent omnes generationes, quia fecit mihi magna cui potens est, et sanctum nomen eius, et misericordia eius a progenie in progenies, timentibus eium. Fecit potentiam in brachio suo, dispersit superbos mente cordis sui, deposuit potentes de sede, et exaltavit humines, esurientes implevit bonis, et divites dimisit inanes, suscepit Israel puerum suum, recordatus est misericordiae suae, sicut locutus est ad patres nostros, Abraham et semini eius in saecula. Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui
sedentes in tenebris, et umbra mortis.
Heal most basic wound. The oak nut extols the preternatural symmetry of the thousand it will leave, without ever knowing its own name. While I scrutinize all the earth for signs I resemble where I belong, and to whom do I belong? The mark of my birth remembers my mother. Every mammalian flowering, singular in birth, parallels the singularity of our death and that which cannot fit the epitaph. That a heart, beating like any other, grasps in its bounty the mystery discharged. Where are mountaintops dropping into desert, and when did dunes reach skyward, grain by grain, into nations yet unformed? Mother, I've lived into my name and home, waiting daily to be touched and told how unalone is each cell. Heal most basic wound and tell me if you are within or without this loss and longing for the earth, full as a seed, in which the wine-darkened sky flares, and the mountain's wide gaze of everywhere covers the breast of land sustained.
Where do I stand? A field of some kind, with trees in a united front walling off the garnet horizon from the remnant of snow. It's a mission bound to fail, as light tends to bleed through, as rings expand in quiet palms. An ambit stems from a fleck of granite a child knew he shouldn't throw but did, and crowned mirrorings leap and blend while still being contained on the face of the undulant water. All growth is transit into a transcendent field. Or take the twined ropes pulling through the stoned tower. Having groaned a bit, hugely awakened bells cluck tongues they've had waited for this purpose. Rings plummet down skies somehow brained with bronze. Parishioners wend through side streets to the grand cathedral doors. Old habit dies hard, and lower reverent bows to a moat, a fragment of holy shin bone groined in a niche. It dawned on me as I strained to welcome the abundant light that days are independent, with unique component parts, yet they're also trained together, fire ballooned out through a solar wind, and come despite our effort. Some trees stand like monuments. Some wave rafts of indifferent leaves at the dawn. Some extend ash and strawberry blonde buds, like second hands to touch night's final minute. Still others are bare tridents spoken with. Be patient. So what if trunks break ground, if stones throw from the pond, and never once send spindly roots to touch the water's silent body? Or if a violet, glowing in a continent of green melt, hasn't earned warm looks from quarantined trees? Days call me beyond myself, into the diamond belfry and the radiant pond. The earth has planted rings I can't comprehend inside my heart. First twinned, then triplet, tamarind and ash and oak, anointed rings. I can't be threatened by the thought my intimate flaws will in time be sunned for all to see. Enthroned in sand I'd be then, drowned in sand, and my day would be darkened. Sometimes I hear an instrument break from the trees, a clarinet, a bird-like flute, a horned fanfare. When I respond, and I can't not, I find marriage to be its own planet, where I stand tangent to an arc, to a pigeoned sphere that ruffles, cocooned in waters. I watch the wandering rays now during pinned back wings, full hymeneal, fragrant neighbors. Through love's infinite tuning of light and sound, I see where I stand depends on where the field ends. I'll be there in a moment.
way to start. The only other thing I'm knowing is I have love in my heart. Darkness sometimes will enfold me. I can't avoid it, I'm just not that smart. But I can find someone to hold me, and I have love in my heart. Every morning I shake off being decision. I get up and prepare to do my part, asking for the valor and the vision, asking for more love in my heart. I may not have a great and mighty purpose. There may not be much money in my arms, but one thing of which I